Come on, Dave.
It's fine. Yeah, don't worry about that.
The human brain is not attached to the skull and is literally floating in a pool of fluid. Every time someone is hit in the head, their brain bangs into their own skull. Most of us have seen the effects of concussions immediately following the injury. However, symptoms can linger, and if someone is hit in the head too soon before their concussion is completely healed, it can often lead to long-term injuries. I believe I am qualified to speak about this topic because I myself have played football and have conducted extensive research on helmet-to-helmet contact. The purpose of my speech is to persuade my audience that helmet-to-helmet contact in football can be extremely dangerous. Many people enjoy the sport of football but tend to ignore the dangers of it. Helmet-to-helmet contact can lead to concussions, long-term brain injuries, and many former players have gone insane due to the number of hits that they have endured throughout their career. The first thing I would like to talk about is how helmet-to-helmet contact leads to concussions. According to TheVerge.com, there is no such thing as concussion-proof helmets. Helmets today are designed to specifically prevent skull fracture and soften some blows, but not to prevent concussions entirely. And they do nothing for hits that twist a player's head violently. Helmet-to-helmet contact leads to concussions because of the force that one player hits another with. The helmets that the players wear today are completely inadequate. The next thing I would like to talk about is how multiple hits to the head and concussions can lead to long-term brain injuries. According to the Sports Concussion Institute, researchers are studying the effects of multiple concussions around the world today. Multiple concussions can lead to mild cognitive impairment and chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. Another effect of multiple concussions is post-concussion syndrome, or PCS. The effects of PCS are dizziness and headaches that can last for months. According to the Mayo Clinic, PCS symptoms often occur within the first 7 to 10 days and can last for up to 3 months. However, in some rare cases, the symptoms have been known to linger for years. The last thing I would like to talk about is how many former players have gone insane because of the number of hits they have endured throughout their career. Many former players have been diagnosed with CTE. According to the Huffington Post, 87 out of 91 former NFL players have been diagnosed with the disease. The only way players can be diagnosed is after they are deceased. There is no way to diagnose someone that is living, and there are no known symptoms of the disease in a living human being. There have been several players that have committed suicide that live with the disease. Tyler Sash, a former NFL player, committed suicide with a self-induced drug overdose, and Junior Seau shot himself through the heart with a shotgun. There's been one consistent link between people that have been diagnosed with CTE, and that is that they have endured many hits to the head throughout their lives. I wanted to share that helmet-to-helmet contact can be extremely dangerous in football. I explained that they can lead to concussions, long-term brain injuries, as well as many players have gone insane because of the number of hits they've endured throughout their careers. I believe I'm qualified to have spoken about this topic because I've done extensive research and played football myself. Many of us have seen the effects that concussions can have immediately following the injury. However, symptoms can linger, and it can lead to long-term injuries if the symptoms are not fully healed and someone is hit in the head. According to Frontline, high school football players are twice as likely to sustain a concussion than college football players. This issue needs to be solved, and research needs to continue to be done so that concussions can be helped to be prevented in the sport.
Good job,